Welcome to Pin the World. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Laura, and we have a Tokyo Disney pin haul for you. All right, so we're very excited for this haul today. This is from our time in Tokyo DisneySea and Tokyo Disneyland. And I would say that we had a lot more luck with pins than I expected. So I don't know if you had an expectation.
I didn't. I sort of leave that to you. I think I've heard in general, though, just fewer pins than the other Asian, like Hong Kong and Shanghai parks. And you know, we love Duffy and Friends, and they originated in Tokyo, if I understand correctly. But yeah, it's still not a lot of pins there.
Yeah, but we did find quite a bit, and
I think you bought every pin you saw.
We bought a lot, yes. We might have bought every pin that we saw. So since coming home, I know that they released a few extra like open edition ones that we weren't able to get our hands on because we were obviously home. But yeah, so we got some mystery pins and some just like pins on backer cards. So let's get right into it because we have a lot to show you guys. So we're gonna start with mystery pins and then switch over to pins on cards.
Might I just say quickly,
sure.
I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I did get this, obviously, at Tokyo Disney Resort. I think I saw it for the first time at the Fantasy Springs gift shop, but I did not pick it up. And then thankfully, on our final day at Tokyo DisneySea, I found it at the gift shop and I picked it up and I wore it the next day.
Awesome.
So yes. Anyways, on to the pins. Let's show you guys. So this first one is a Fairy Tinkerbell Busy Buggies pin. So this was so cute. I actually went back into the Fantasy Springs gift shop to look for a Rapunzel pin that I was hoping maybe they restocked magically.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't, but I saw this and I was just like, yeah, that's a perfect like souvenir because that ride was really cute. Even though it was very babyish, like it was meant for more for kids. Like there was a lot of like really cute details.
Imagery,
yeah.
Yeah, still lots of detail. It was a quicker, mild one. Yeah, targeted at the younger audience, but we rode it twice and we had a good time.
Day and night. So I'll just show you again. So that was the scene you might have seen in our vlogs where there's pumpkins and a scarecrow. And then I'll just show you guys the back because it's interesting. So Tokyo Disney does not do the Mickey backs. Or like the waffling, sorry. But yeah, it does have the pin collecting stamp down there. So, yeah.
Perfect. I'll show another one. Was this a mystery bag?
It was.
Maleficent.
That's a really cool pin.
Quite a large one.
And then moving on to another mystery one. So I can't remember the series that this one was, but it's pretty cute. I don't know if I'll keep it or end up trading it, but it's a big pin, so yeah.
I'll show you another one. So Woody, of course, in front of RC car.
That one's nice and sparkly.
Definitely. Yeah, lots of glitter.
Yeah. Okay, and then on to some more fun mystery packs. So these came with 2 in a pack, and we learned from the bag that the pins together in the bag are actually side by side on the list of pins that you get. So we got Daisy for our first bag, and then I actually got this one, which is Raging Spirits, which is an attraction there that we did not do because it goes loop-de-loop. Woo! So it was fun to watch this one from the outside because it had quite a nice, just again, visually stunning, like the rock work and the fire.
It was just nuts. Hopefully that comes through in the vlogs.
Yeah.
We really loved it. It was very special. So here's another of those mystery bags. So just a cute classic Mickey. And if I remember correctly, it was paired up with Ariel.
Yeah,
so
it was.
There you go. And to be completely honest, these are not necessarily like the highest quality of pins that we've seen, but it was quite affordable to get the mystery bags and to get 2 pins for, I think 1,200 yen,
Yeah.
which was maybe like $11 Canadian for us, and that was like taxing and everything. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Not bad. So I think this was the second bag that I ended up opening because we kept going back for more, of course.
Of course.
But we actually never had this snack, but this was what they were selling at their ice cream carts. So 2 kind of like fruit bars, I would say. But we probably should have had one, but you know, we didn't.
We had a lot of snacks though. Like we
Yeah.
did pretty well for us. Like we don't necessarily, pig out in the parks,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And then the next one that we got is Mickey riding Aquatopia. So that was really fun. I believe we did this after our evening in Fantasy Springs.
Yes.
And we just kind of exited there and we saw that this ride had a literal 0 wait. There was like nobody around. I'm pretty sure we were the only people on the attraction. And essentially you're just on this kind of like boat type chair thing that takes you through the water and you spin a bit and there's kind of like chances where it looks like you're going to get soaked, but obviously you don't.
You're on a track. I think it's named the way it is because it's a bit of a nod to Autotopia, just, in boats on the water, but like they're both on a track kind of idea.
Yeah, so that's really cute to have because it was fun and it was nighttime, so the vibes were really nice and yeah.
Yeah. Here's another. So, of course, Dumbo and Timothy Mouse.
Aww.
And we saw this attraction plenty of times in Fantasyland. We didn't do it just because, only so many hours in a day, and it appeared to be identical to the other Dumbo rides, as one might expect.
Yeah.
And Small World. This one was actually closed for maintenance. We knew that going in, so we didn't get to do it, but very beautiful facade. I think Disneyland is still my favorite facade, though.
Oh, okay. I liked the colors of that one. I thought it was really pretty, but I think they were actually converting their interior to have Marvel characters in it, I believe is what they were doing.
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
that does sound familiar, but
I'm
probably
like,
just like tuned out because we don't really care about that.
Yeah, it probably would have been great because everything there was amazing. But anyways, so the last mystery bag is one that I actually found. So we were in Tokyo Station and I saw this store and I was like, stay with the stuff, stay there.
Luggage.
BRB. And I wish that like it was less chaotic and whatever. Like I wish I could have filmed that whole entire store for you guys and I wish Ryan got to see it, but we had like all of our luggage in that moment and like it was very chaotic, but the store was epic.
Quickly, just the funny part, like we were at Tokyo Station, we found this immediately upon checking out of the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah.
So it was our final day, we were leaving Disney. I was explaining to Laura, yes, that was so incredible, so awesome, but now we are done with the Disney portion of our trip.
And then I was like,
and then
off in the
immediately
distance.
upon like leaving the park, we run into Disney again.
Yes, but it was not a Disney store.
Yeah.
I believe it was called Bella Maison by Disney. I don't know. It had amazing stuff. Anyways, I found these mystery pins and I was like, you couldn't even see what the options were, but I was like, I have to get these. I don't even care. Again, they were like gonna convert to like about $8 Canadian. So how can you go wrong? It's a stamp pin. So cute with the scalloped edges and all the characters there. And I just like, there's mini feet as well. It's probably so small you won't be able to see it, but that's okay. Yeah.
And here is the one that I have to show, which I think is even more adorable than the one that Laura showed, if you can believe it. And just show you the back really quickly. Yeah. So not a Mickey back. It does say Disney in the corner and then have another...
the B. It's like a little B in cursive writing almost for the store.
Makes sense.
Before we carry on, make sure you follow us on our Pinstagram.
Disney.pin.love.
Because while we were in the parks, of course, we were opening all these really fun pins and tried to take a few shots of the pins around the parks, which was really cool. I've always wanted to do that. So yeah, so make sure you follow us there for some pin content.
See if we lived up to Pinsense Serena and the standard that she sets with those kinds of pictures.
Probably not.
Probably
She's better.
Not. She's amazing.
Anyways, so we're gonna go out of the parks and into a little story about the Disney store. So how many Disney stores did we go to 4?
I want to
3.
say just 3 like official Disney stores.
Shibuya,
Shinjuku.
Shinjuku, and then a random one that we came across in Kyoto.
Yeah,
right?
So, well outside of Tokyo and, hundreds of kilometers away from the parks.
So again, a day, I was like losing steam. I was like, oh God, I'm tired. I just want to be like, I'm just tired.
Yeah, we've done a lot of walking,
it's been a long
many
day.
temples and shrines.
And then off in the distance, the Disney store. And if
I was
you
like,
know,
no, it's a mirage.
if you know, that always revives you. So the Disney store in Japan has a lot of super cute stuff, but mostly like keychains. They're big on their keychains and their plush keychains and plushies. So not a lot of pins. But anyways, I was looking in this one section and I was like, hold the phone. I'm like, what's that? Like little singular pin on the rack. What is that? So I grabbed it. I said, I don't even care. I'm buying it because again, it doesn't have the price on the back. I think this was like converted to like 16, 17 Canadian or something. So very good for a limited edition pin. And it was the only one. And I tried to ask the cast member, I'm not sure if the English was a little bit lost, but I was like, pin? Like more? And she said no, and I was like, okay, well, thanks, I'm buying this one.
So that was the only one out in the entire store, and the last one of that. So quite literally, like the only singular one pin in the entire store. And
this, now that I think about it, kind of like is like, I mean, it was found in the Disney store in Kyoto, but it kind of like is reminiscent of the Happy Ride with Baymax, which we did at Disneyland.
Yeah, Tokyo Disneyland.
Right? Tokyo,
yes,
yeah.
Of course.
Obviously, we're talking Japan here, people. But yeah, so the Baymax ride is really fun. And then across from that ride, they have the vending machines, and there's like a little mochi statue, I guess you'll call it, on the building. So yeah, so had to buy that. Keeping it 100% because Baymax is cute.
And that was a fun ride. Like the music is pumping. It's like the ride itself is, it's the same as like the Tomato one in Cars Land in Disneyland, California. It's the same as like Alien Swirling Saucers in in Hollywood Studios. But just the energy and like the dance moves that a lot of the crowd and all the cast members seem to know, like people go hard on that ride.
Yeah, like some people, like it's a thing to like go into Tokyo Disneyland and go directly to that ride and just like dance. Like don't get in line for the ride, but you dance and the cast members have a dance. Anyways, watch the vlogs. Yeah. Please. So carry on.
All right. So this was a neat set that I, of course, could not resist. I love just sometimes these simple classic pins and pins representing the resort specifically. So 4 pins for 2,000 yen, which would be like
20,000. 2,000 yen.
2,000 yen.
He's correct.
18 or 19 Canadian dollars. Again, tax is already in that price, so probably like 13 or 14 American for 4 pins. And I just love the simple, beautiful design.
Those will look really nice on your board, I think. Yeah, and then you'll need a new board because it's going to be full. Okay, and then, so this is a set that I was thrilled to find myself because the price was really good. And I've seen people in Canada trying to sell it for like 60, which...
Well, if they can sell it for 60, they're doing well.
I don't really agree with that. But anyways, we got this pin set. So it's super cute. Mickey holding a bouquet of flowers. It's a little bit of like that puffy style. His pants are glittery. And then there's Minnie and she's like waiting to receive this bouquet. And her dress is glittery and her bow is glittery. And it's just really cute. So I don't know Disney Blue Ever After. Like I don't know if that was like an event at Tokyo Disney Resort. But anyways, I was thrilled to get this for our collection.
Awesome. So this is a Mickey Castle one. Just a neat design. I think it says, "To the world of your dreams."
It does.
Very sparkly, very glittery. And just, since it was there, sort of had to have it, I'm sure was the...
That's exactly what it was. I don't particularly love it, but it'll either stay in my collection or it'll be for trade, but you can't go wrong.
I sort of hope it stays in the collection.
It probably will. Okay, so moving on to an attraction pin here, Pooh's Honey Hunt. So that was a really fun ride. We managed to do that one twice, and it was cute.
It's trackless.
Yeah, I still think California might take the cake for that one, but it's definitely second place.
The Heffalump room was probably best in Tokyo because like the Remy, trackless ride system, it was like it really added to just sort of the chaos of that room.
Yeah, and then I think that depending on which vehicle you were in, like kind of like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, how you see things differently.
Yeah.
You got to experience different things in the Heffalump room, because I remember the one time we were off on the side, I don't remember, I think we were just spinning, honestly. It wasn't great. It was kind of like, oh gosh. But then the second time we rode it, we got to go right up to the, there was like a explosion. Do you remember?
Of honey, I think?
No, it was like a literal bomb kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think we vlogged it. So our final day at Disneyland, I think we were vlogging at the time, which was really cool. Anyways, I just wanted to show you the back there. So again, no Mickey waffling, but yeah, really cute.
Awesome. So sticking with attraction pins, Monsters, which we got to do on our last day at Disneyland. It was, I believe, the first ride of the day for us.
Did we get it with the 40th?
Yeah, we used Disney is still running, even though I think they're into their 42nd year now in Japan. 40th anniversary. It's like essentially some free fast passes that you can get every 2 hours or so.
Yeah. So that was a fun ride, because I don't know, maybe in Magic Kingdom, the Buzz Lightyear ride where you have a flashlight, but you kind of shined? I don't know. You
used your flashlight to illuminate certain targets.
You used your flashlight, yes, and then it made things happen. So like sometimes like Mike Wazowski would pop up or whatever, and it was really cute because it kind of like activated like an additional element to the ride if you were able to get it to kind of buzz and pop up. Anyways, I'm rambling. Here's a pin. Tower of Terror. So this is a chonky pin. I don't know if you can tell, but it is huge. And we had to get this because, well, I rode the Tower of Terror. Ryan did too, but I'm the one that's scared of it and hates it. I still hate it, to be honest. You thought it was more mild?
It is 100% more mild. I feel like the drops are not as tall, and they're certainly more smooth, like just less severe. Like I don't think the drops or the pickups are as fast. And interestingly, you wear like a car style seatbelt.
Yes.
So there's like just one over one shoulder. I just thought it was like just one of those like notable minor differences.
Yeah. So.
And a whole different story. The building is really cool too, just as far as being like an icon of Tokyo DisneySea, although that is a park that is just jam-packed with icons.
Oh, okay, here, I'm glad I took it off. Yes, so overall, I'm really happy that I did the ride. It was part of our vacation package. We picked purposely to go on that one, so we tried to plan like timing wise, because I knew I might feel like a little bit icky, and I did, but I was fine, like nothing terrible happened. But anyways, so there it is. Let's just show you guys. So it looks like actually, oh, what just happened? That's so crazy. It changed. They go green.
Oh
my god. That's cool. Okay, so I wondered, because it's so chunky, like looking at it at the gift store, I was like, why is it so fat? So anyways, let's try to do that one more time just for good measure, because it's us. So there you are, you're like, yeah, this isn't so bad. And then it's like, droop, and you're like, ah.
So that's what happened to Laura in a different way. And it's sort of funny because at night when you watch it, when you watch the attraction from the outside, like when they're at the top, like lights flash and it would be sort of like everybody going green. And that makes sense with the ride photo that we got too. Like it has almost that lightning bolt.
Oh.
So actually I would love to know more about the story. It was all in Japanese, but now I actually want to go read more about it, because it was not like Tower of Terror in Hollywood Studios. It wasn't an
No.
old hotel.
It was an old hotel, but it was like somebody maybe I think
It wasn't the Twilight Zone.
collected articefacts.
Hightower
maybe,
was
like,
his name.
Yeah.
It was a great sort of pre-show experience. That was part of the reason we chose to do it and use the pass that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would I do it again?
No.
Never.
So sticking with attraction pins and sticking with pins that are pin on pin and have a movement element, here is Splash Mountain. Now, just because you may be curious, I'll say that we did not do it. We could have, but we did not because the weather was looking a little sketchy that day and we didn't necessarily want to risk getting soaked because we had a lot of other stuff we had to do. But it's neat because it is, they've not changed over to Tiana's, and I don't believe that they have plans to. So if you want to ride OG Splash Mountain, go to Tokyo.
Yeah. I kind of wish we just rode it.
Yeah,
but also
me too.
like that one time we got so wet in Florida, it really messed up everything. And we like with having only 4 days in the parks, like, you know, you have to pick and choose like what's your main priority. And like if we went on that and we got soaked and had to go back to the hotel and we were short on clothes because we 2-week trip. Anyways, we got the pin. We got to watch it. That was fun. So yeah, I guess. I don't really
I think we're done with attraction. Well, no, we're
No,
not,
we
I
each have-
suppose. Okay, I'm going to go in again. Here's
Okay.
another one that we did not do just because, based upon reading, very much the same as how PhilharMagic is in the other parks. Maybe this one has more Japanese, but, you know, we were more enjoying our time, just the atmosphere in the park and focusing on the unique rides, of which Laura's about to show you a pin representing one.
So, Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. This ride, let me just tell you, this ride, like, lives up to all its hype. We've heard many people say, like, it's the best ride in the world. Like, I agree. So, we had to get this pin. It's really beautiful, actually. A lot of different elements, and there's even a little gem on there. But this ride, I think I said it after we rode it for the second time. So we rode it on our first day with our vacation package. We had pre-booked like that we were gonna do that. We knew that going into it. And then we rode it a second time on our final day. Ryan thankfully was able to pay for premier access to get us on the ride, which was great.
Yeah, without having to wait in like a 2-hour line.
Yeah, every time.
Like a lightning lane.
The whole day that ride sits at a 2-hour wait, which is worth it, really. But I mean, we flew across the world, like we don't have 2 hours to dedicate to this. But that ride, I think I said it after the second time we got off, like I think that ride is the only ride in all of Disney that we've experienced so far where like I was fully like just in it. Like I wasn't thinking about, oh God, what's gonna happen next? Oh God, is it spinning too much? Like, oh no, are we gonna drop? Like, and it just had so many, like it just captivated my full attention, which I guess maybe I have a bit of ADHD, so that's a little rare. But like I was fully in it. And when it was done, it was like pure disappointment. Like, oh, that's it? Can we go again? Like,
yeah, Laura didn't even
so good.
Notice that we did repeated backwards corkscrew 360 loops. So that was, you know, she missed it entirely. No, I'm just kidding. It was. I'll just add that it was really special. It's trackless, so it's like a very similar system to Remy's. Although there's no 3D element, which is our preference. There are some great effects in it. And again, even though the music, it's, you know, the words are in Japanese, you recognize the songs, and it just, it hits hard.
And our first time, if you guys watched the vlogs, you probably saw the clip. We tried not to like blatantly film people, but also like the costumes in both the parks there, and like the guest costumes were epic. So like the first day we rode it, we were literally behind like a gorgeous, I believe she was supposed to be some variation of Belle. She had this like velour,
maroon.
Red, maroony, yellow dress, and it was like puffed out. Like she had the whole like I don't even know what you call that. I don't know if they call it like
antebellum style, but the bottom, the skirt part of the dress had like the structure, like those hoops to sort of keep it, you know, like a
It's just like,
yeah.
it just added to the whole experience because it's like, oh my god, we're riding with Belle. But anyways, it wasn't the real Belle. But anyways, that ride is like 1,000 out of 10. And if you ever get the opportunity to go to Tokyo, pay the money to get on the ride, take the time to wait in a line. I don't care, just do that ride at least once.
Yeah.
So.
And bonus if you go in October like we did, because you will see a ton of people bounding as their favorite princes and princesses, and it's like just mind blowing. Like, these are not like Party City $100 costumes. These are bespoke, handmade, bougie. Everyone is like different than the other. They're not just getting them from some high-end shop. I know we're on a bit of a tangent about this, but it was just such an unexpected, like mind-blowing, like cool thing to just like stare at all day. And I don't mean that in a creepy way, obviously.
No, it just added to like the whole experience. And even in general too, like the outfits that the Japanese guests wore, even like we looked like trash every day, just showing up in like jean capris and a t-shirt.
Speak for yourself.
We literally looked like trash. Like everybody was either dressed up in like a school uniform or like just wearing like a gorgeous dress. Like everybody, like style. Wow. Okay. Anyways, on to the last two pins. Sorry that we just like rambled for so long. But yeah. I did not know this pin existed going into this trip. So I was really happy to see that.
Little dangle element. Yeah, it is a really elegant, gorgeous pin. Like that the colors are sort of muted. Don't even mind the dangle element. Sometimes we don't love those. It's very, very beautiful pin, and what it represents, like that was a pretty incredible experience.
Yes. And the last pin as well, we did not know existed. I picked up 2 of these because I'm hoping to trade one because I thought it was pretty cool. But it does say Halloween 2024, and you've got Mickey and Minnie there. And I believe, oh no, I'm lying. I thought Chip and Dale were on there. But anyways, Mickey and Minnie are on there in gorgeous outfits. There's almost, actually I never even noticed it before, but there's the castle up there on the left. Kind of have to catch it right. But anyways, such a sparkly pin, so cute. Mickey's got a little letter with a bat on it up there. And I just had to have that because again, like when you see 1,200 yen and you just know that that is going to convert to 11 Canadian rather than like if it was $12 American, well that becomes like a $22 pin pretty much.
Yeah, when you put in the tax and the exchange for us right now.
It's just not it. So Tokyo for the win. So yeah, so that is our final pin that we got.
Yeah.
We did pretty well. More pins than I thought, like I said. And
I think, although it's a cliche, the comment below is probably just, I'd love to know what your favorite is. I would be hard pressed to pick a favorite myself. It's a little bit strange for us, I think, because it's like I have a hard time compartmentalizing like just, oh, I love that pin versus like
what it
that
means.
pin's really cool, but I really love it because it reminds me of that memory or that thing that we got to do. So that makes it tricky.
Yeah, I can't pick a favorite. They're all my favorite. Yeah. And Tokyo really, actually, like looking at these all out in front of us, like Tokyo really does sparkle, right? Like they put a lot of sparkle into their pins. So that's really nice because I love sparkly pins. So I guess in saying that, I think that this is actually probably my favorite. These are going to look super cute on a board together because Mickey and Minnie, they're just cute. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. Sorry this video was so long, but we hope you guys enjoyed our awesome pin haul from our time in Tokyo Disney. So like Ryan said, let us know in the comments down below which one is your favorite. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.